What is up, guys? Today we're playing A Plague Tale Innocence to start off our A to Z challenge, where we have to platinum a game in each letter to get to our final letter Z. Let's get right into it and see what trophies we can get. I heard this game is really fun. I mean, I've played it in the past, but just a story when I wasn't really a trophy hunter, and I loved it. This is the first game out of the two-part series that they have. So maybe in the future I can platinum the other one for a video, but for now we're going to start with this one. Let's see what we can get into. A Plague Tale Innocence is an action-adventure stealth game set in 1348 where there is a plague of rats that carry diseases and kills anything they get in touch with. We follow Amicia and Hugo as they are on the run from the Inquisition, who want Hugo for his special blood, which we will get more into later in the game. In this scene, we're first introduced to the rats, and we're told to go tell our mother about what happened in the forest. But first, on our way to the house, we come across our first collectible called a gift. There's 11 of these out of the entire game, and this is just the first of many. Shortly after that, I start my target practice for my first trophy. Come on. I'm an expert. Ugh. Come on. Well, you don't swing better than me, homie. Ugh, so I'm not missing nothing. And I'm not messing up the free throw. Come on. More practice. Complete the aiming training. Oh yeah. Next. Alright, so the next thing we have to look for in the game is called curiosities. And it's always these key items that somehow relate back to the character's main story. Next, we get introduced to Hugo. Alrighty. What's your name? Hugo?
It's me. Your sister?
Amicia?
Hello. We haven't.
Shortly after, the Inquisition showed up and they were questioning their father of the whereabouts of Hugo.
Again. Where is your son?
In good hands.
Oh no.
Search the house.
We try escaping with our mother, and then she sacrifices herself so that Amicia and Hugo can get away safely. This ain't what's... Now that you guys get the gist of the story, we spend the rest of the game trying to escape the Inquisition and protecting Hugo. But for now, let's continue our trophy journey. The De Rune Legacy. Chapter 2, The Strangers. Let's go. That was an amazing first chapter. It's a beautiful way to start a game. I'm telling you, this is easily one of the best chapter 1s I've ever played in many games. The next trophy is where we end up in a village and we come to an apple tree where we have to feed Hugo an apple. And give me my trophy. Feeding the hungry. Find a lunch for Hugo. We get wrongly identified by the villagers and they think that we brought the plague.
That filth would attack our children in their beds and gave them the black thing.
The black thing? What are you talking about?
What do you mean by that?
This is the last village you'll infect.
Then we have to make a break for it. Eventually we go head to head with the big guy, and let's just say we had to put him down. Oh, you piece of shit. The Strangers. Complete chapter 2. Ooh, chapter 3, Retribution. Come on. The third collectible in the game is these flowers that are scattered throughout the levels that we have to find, that Hugo places in Amicia's hair.
Moving. Wait, come here. What?
Oh.
It will protect you and protect you. Oh, all right. Now
That's cute.
Thank you, Hugo. You're welcome.
I'm still a gangster though. I ain't gonna tell you. I shouldn't be simping over this fucking game. Oh hell no. What's wrong with me, dog? I need to play some God of War after this. Finally, we run into the plague and we see it in full effect and what it's able to do against a human. You can't run. Oh no. Oh Alright, move.
You won't stay close to me.
They devoured him. They ate him.
How can there be so many?
If you guys like what you see, please make sure you're tapping that like button like I'm tapping that button on the game, alright?
It's heavy. Hugo, hurry up.
One thing I have to say about this game is you truly feel the pain of the kids and you see how their relationship grows on the journey as time goes.
Amicia, I want to see Mommy.
Oof. The heart. Oh.
I don't want her to be dead. Hugo.
Damn, that shit hurt, bro.
I want her to come back.
Alright, enough of that soppy stuff. Let's get a trophy. Retribution. Complete chapter 3. The Apprentice. At this point in the game, we're unaware, but Hugo is really sick and we have to go find a cure to slow down his sickness. But of course, he runs off into some bushes and we have to play hide and seek. Walk up right behind him and boom. Found. Play hide and seek.
Do you really think this is the time to be playing games?
Eventually, we make it to Dr. Laurentius, who was a family doctor and has helped slow Hugo's sickness in the past. But first, we run into a pig. Damn, that pig got some balls.
I'm sorry about your friends.
What the hell? Look at that. What did they do? Like, why did they put that in the game? We then come across a barn full of rats, and we have to sacrifice Mr. Big Balls to the rats so that we can get to the laboratory under the barn.
I'm sorry, Hugo. Poor pig.
It's not funny, my fault.
What was that? This is more than just...
Dr. Laurentius died to the rats, so he took his apprentice on a trip to find a new laboratory with ingredients to craft the special elixir to slow Hugo's sickness, and then we get a trophy. The Apprentice. Complete chapter 4. The Raven's Spoils. Alright, to get this next trophy, we have to make sure that none of the rats eat the guy at the end of the hallway. The easiest way to keep the rats away from someone is light. So what we need to do is light up the torch on the end of the hall and make sure that he gets out safe. Alright there, it's a flame for the Savior trophy. Save a soldier.
Thank you.
As we progress through the story, Amicia becomes the ultimate alchemist, where she's able to mix ingredients together to make concoctions to control her environment. Shazam! That's chloroform. There's no way.
Yes.
Eventually, Hugo gets captured and we get knocked out for our next trophy. The Raven's Spoils. Complete chapter 5. Damaged Goods chapter 6. We escape our cell and we go free Hugo with the help of some friends, and then we have to escape the camp without getting caught again.
Take me away, and I wouldn't see you again.
Oh shit, no way.
I'll take care of them.
There's nowhere back.
Amicia, come on.
Damn, they should have let that go a little bit longer. That would have been sick. And that's how you escape a base, homie. Damaged Goods. Complete chapter 6. The path before us. In the next chapter, we get one of our collectible trophies.
Not much.
Curiosities Hunters. Find 13 curiosities.
Wow.
Then we come across our first alchemist cart out of 5 in the game. These alchemist carts have tools that we need to craft better equipment for ourselves, but if we find all 5 in the game, it gives us a trophy at the end. We find an abandoned castle that we're able to take shelter in because it has its defenses that can keep the rats out and protect us overnight. With that being said, let's get another trophy. The path before us. Complete chapter 7. Our home. While exploring our castle, we were able to come across a grave, and somehow that would give us a trophy.
Let's go.
No facial expression. Tribute. Find the tomb. Woo. With that easily being one of the shortest chapters in the game, we got another trophy. Our home. Complete chapter 8. In the shadow of ramparts. Shortly after starting our chapter 9, we come over to one of the flowers to get our middle waypoint of a collectible trophy.
He likes putting them in my hair.
Herbalist. Find 6 flowers.
Aristocrats.
And of course, at some point we were going to run into our first glitch. I don't know what to say. The motherfucker's decaying in place. This next trophy is called the hard way, and what you're supposed to do is take out these 2 guards to go through the main door instead of going through the easy way, which is the side door. And of course, I made this hard for myself because I could not hit my shots at all, and I had to play Ring Around the Rosie until I was able to hit both guards and eventually get my trophy. And we'll call it for the night right here. The hard way. Enter through the main door. In the shadow of the ramparts. Complete chapter 9.
I'm about to come.
Oh, he just nutted. Let me catch you guys up real quick. We need to find a book that has the instructions on how to make a potion that would slow Hugo's sickness down. Hugo is progressively getting sicker and sicker with these black veins starting to pop out on his neck. And as far as that old guy in the previous clip, yeah, he's the leader of the Inquisition, who is still looking for Hugo for an unknown reason currently, but it seems as though he wants to mix his blood with Hugo to create his own disease.
I know you.
Amicia de Rune.
Amicia de Rune.
We decide to burn the place down, and we make a fiery escape to get our next trophy. The Way of Roses, complete chapter 10. Let's go. One of our friends that was taken hostage by the Inquisition managed to escape and come to tell Amicia and Hugo that their mother is still alive.
Bastards wanted her to tell them where her son was, so they threatened her. And I heard her name. Beatrice de Rune.
Mother is
No
alive.
way.
She's alive. You managed to get.
After that, we pop a trophy. Alive, complete chapter 11. That's nice. It's just a short little chapter. Oh, God. We are on chapter 12. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 12, 13. Are you really using your fingers to count right now? We got 5 more chapters.
We're here.
Yeah. After my kindergarten maths, I find all the gifts for a trophy. Big sister trophy. Find all the gifts for the orphans. Let's go. That's just one of them collectible trophies. On our journey, we find 2 soldiers bleeding out, and instead of letting the rats have some dessert, we have to make sure we move past the soldiers without getting them eaten by the rats. So let's see how I make out.
Hell are you? Let's go. Oh my God.
Merciful. Save the dying.
Is this real? We're trapped. Keep firing.
In this next clip, I get this trophy way sooner than I thought I would. Alchemist. Craft 100 ammunitions. No way, I ain't even finished the story yet and I just got that. Let's go. I heard that's one of the harder ones to get. Eventually, we find her mother's hidden laboratory in the gardens and we decide to take a singing break. Bum, 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 bum. If I'm singing, that means I'm vibing. but we found the secret elixir that is supposed to slow Hugo's sickness down, which is still pretty unknown what it truly is, but we make it back to the castle, give Hugo the drink before things get worse, and we finish out the chapter to get another trophy. All that remains. Complete chapter 12. 50%. The next day, Amicia wakes up and finds out that Hugo is missing. She runs off fast to go find Hugo, and she ends up falling into a ditch where she hits her head and she starts hallucinating hysterically. What the? Penance. Complete chapter 13. In the next chapter, you find out that Hugo snuck away and gave himself to the Inquisition so that he could find his mom that they are holding captive. Damn, what is those feet, dog? Oh, you need to get those taken care of, honey. Oh no. Then we witness the Grand Inquisitor getting injected with Hugo's blood so he could have his so-called gift. Oh, Hugo, you the... That's how them crackheads be. Power! Power!
That's enough.
I hate this chapter, dog. The sneaking around, it's cool for like a few minutes, but like an entire chapter, bro. Alright, for this next trophy, I have to sneak past the garden faster than the knight that I'm following can walk through it so that I can get the trophy for keeping up with him. And you're finally gonna be right here. Captain's sidekick. Stay with the captain. And then eventually he'll walk past us. After sneaking through the whole castle, we finally meet Hugo's mom, and she shows Hugo why he's so important to the Inquisition. Mom.
Mommy, Hugo, don't be afraid.
What the hell's about to happen to Hugo? Control rats. Yep, that's right. The gift that Hugo had this whole time was that he can control the rats that are carrying the plague. He can even force them to kill if he needed to. Watch this. With our new ability, we end out the next chapter for another trophy. Blood Ties, complete chapter 14. In this next chapter, Amicia gets an unexpected visitor at her castle, which turns out to be her little brother Hugo, who's being told what to do by an Inquisition guard. Hugo is in a rage after finding out that his mother was alive the whole time and almost makes the rats devour Amicia alive. After Amicia and Hugo have a sister and brother moment, they have to fight against the guard that was controlling Hugo to get out safely. What the fuck? Get him, get him, get him, get him. Come on. Don't make me do it a third time.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Get him, get him, get him, get him. He's done. He's gone. Let's go. Eat him up. Eat him up. Honor. After that, we have a great team building experience to lead us into our next trophy.
To the death.
Alright. Trophy? Remembrance. Complete chapter 15 when we are on the last chapter. Coronation. Coronation. I don't know. Coronation. On the last chapter, we come across the 5th and final alchemist cart for a trophy. Final alchemist cart for resource sharing. Enter into the 5 alchemist carts. We're on the last chapter, so we're getting right to the end. Then of course we come across the last flower that Hugo places in Amicia's hair.
Yes, it's a warrior. It defends itself.
It's like us then.
That's right.
Come on.
It's your flower.
Pop it.
Thank
Pop
you,
the
Hugo.
trophy now.
Let's go.
Botanist gold trophy. Find all the flowers. 68%, not doing too bad. As we are making our way through the streets to get to the church that the Grand Inquisitor is hiding in, we come across our friend's forge that served as a memory for his fallen father.
It can't be.
Roderick,
There's nothing left.
Did they burn your house down?
It was my father's forge, where I grew up.
The blacksmith. Find Roderick's forge. The next area is the most frustrating part of the game. We have to protect Roderick as he pushes a cart across an open road so we can get across without getting shot by the archers. I died to literally everything possible and I get so frustrated. Look at these clips.
It's only game.
Oh, this is literally gonna make me throw my control. What the fuck is this? Fuck that part of the game. Truly. Worst part of this game.
Hugo, go!
I don't even have nothing to say about it. Words can't express how angry that part made me. But we made it through. But unfortunately, we lost Roderick, who got a bunch of arrows in the back. Finally, I came across enough materials to fully upgrade my equipment to get another trophy. Getting the equipment all the way. Come on. Give me the ding.
This should make
Handful of pockets. Fully upgrade the equipment. Oof. Then we finally come across the 26th and final curiosity to complete the collections for a trophy. Right here.
His manual.
Curiosities collector. Find all curiosities. And that brings our percentage all the way up to 84%.
It was written
What
before
the
the times.
hell?
And we're gonna make
We finally make it to the church where the Grand Inquisitor has the mother locked up and uses his new genetically modified white rats to fight against Amicia and Hugo to continue his plan of ruling the world. Amicia! Got him. Here, pull. One more time, and he should be dead. Right? The rule of three, right? That's how it works. Come on. Right here. Come on. Hugo, make it work. Hugo. Hugo. Oh, I thought I died, bro. I would have been so mad. Punch him. After the fight of the rats, we end the chapter to get the next trophy. Coronation. Complete chapter 16. Chapter 17 for each other. In the last chapter, we are seen walking through a village to obtain medicine for our mother, who is pretty beaten and sick. As we are walking through it, it is clearly visible we aren't liked by the locals because we are wanted. But once we got what we wanted, we met up with Mother and Lucas and rode into the sunset for our next journey. Yeah, I could have did it a little bit better, I'm not gonna lie, man. Give me knights. Complete all chapters. Perfect. With only one more trophy to go as we finish our first playthrough of the game, we reload another chapter towards the end of the game and we finish off our upgrades to our sling for the final trophy to get the platinum in A Plague Tale: Innocence. Ready? We get this one. Not a toy
Not bad
anymore.
at all.
Fully upgrade the sling. And like I've said before, I know you see that 100%. What does that mean? Innocence. Earn all A Plague Tale Innocence trophies. Wow, man, this game was insane, dude. And I'm so happy that I was able to just run through this chapter, 15 one more time. It had mad collectibles in it. Ran through it, collected as much as I could, and I was actually able to get the trophy without having to do any tedious work. But man, I'm gonna let the voiceover take over. See y'all later, man. Like my past self said, I think this game was amazing for the most part, and I am definitely looking forward to doing the second part in the future. But for now, that is the conclusion for the letter A of our challenge, and if you guys want to see what's next, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out, and leave a like and comment what you think my letter B game is going to be. See you guys in the next one.